Hi everyone, my name is Chris Martin. Welcome to Keto with me. Today I've got a topic that I'm sure is going to summon the keto police. Yep, you just heard a siren that I played, so I thought it would be kind of funny to do that. So today's topic is clean versus dirty keto. So I've mentioned the keto police probably 2 or 3 times throughout my series, maybe a little bit more, but specifically on day 3, when I talked about this same topic here. So I'm going to include a link, it should be like right up here in the corner, hopefully I pointed correctly, to that day in my series. All right, before I get into the topic, please take time to like and subscribe so you can keto with me and get any updates that I put out. So who are these keto police? So these are the people that will visit a forum, a thread, a video, any content put out by anyone, and really pretty much all they say is negative, 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 negative. They never say anything positive. It's just, you're doing this wrong, you're not doing this, and you're not doing it my way, and blah, 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 blah. They're exactly the same people that, like, if you've ever had to do a home improvement and you go look up a how-to video, you go out there and this person put together just this wonderful video that tells you maybe how to fix your furnace. There's going to be probably 25 people in that comment section going, you didn't do that up to code, or you did that the wrong way, or why didn't you discharge this first, and all kinds of other stuff. What we need to be doing is actually get out there and supporting each other and saying, okay, is there a reason why they're doing it this way? Or maybe I can just offer some advice. See, there's a lot of merit in what most people do, but we need to, in my opinion, support each other and not tear each other down. So you'll hear me pick on the keto police. I know that some other keto folks out there that post, they specifically exclude people who are that kind of negative attitude and stuff like that. And by the time you watch this video today, you'll realize that trying to get pure clean keto is very, 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 very difficult. It's one reason why at the end of every video, I always say the same thing. Be a coach, not a critic. All right, on to the topic. So what is clean versus dirty keto? So first of all, if you're doing either one of them, you're doing keto, right? So, but we're going to get into the nuances of each. It's not as difficult as it sounds. So both are low carb, both you can get into a ketogenic state and live there. So clean, just as a very, very simple definition, and I've got lots of information on this in my diary series, but clean is you're typically dealing with whole foods or very low ingredient, foods that are not processed, and things like that. So that's typically what people are looking for when they see clean or shooting for clean. So dirty is pretty much the opposite of that. Dirty, for example, might be something like you get this package of pepperoni, you pull up, you look at the ingredients, and you're just like, wow, there's all that in there. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get pepperoni that's not clean. What you're trying to do is look at those ingredients on it and try to determine which one, what you're going to classify it as, and so forth. So, all right, so that's the definitions of that. So, in my day 3, I also have links, for like 3 websites that talk about it. And there's more than just clean versus dirty. There's like lazy and a whole bunch of other ones out there. The most common 2 and the ones that most people care about are just clean versus dirty. So which one of these is better? Is it clean? Is it dirty? Well, obviously clean would be the optimal to do. So if you check out my video series, that first week to 2, I declared right from the get-go that I was doing low carb only. My entire focus that first week, I didn't care if I was eating dirty, keto, dirty, clean, lazy, whatever. I was going to break the sugar addiction. So I didn't care if it come from package this, I didn't care if it come from that. That's what I did, and that's what I followed. Now, as I progressed into weeks 2, 3, and 4, I flipped that and said, okay, I'm going to aim for as much clean as I possibly could. So by the time I get, where I'm at a state like now, and actually probably for a good 3 or 4 weeks now, probably about 80 to 90% of what I eat a day would be considered clean, and then there might be some elements of, dirty in there. And sometimes that happens like, when I need to augment my meal or something so I can hit the macro ratios, which we'll talk about in another video, but I'll do something like that. Or you know, it's just how it is. So other reasons that you might do dirty versus clean is that, you know, the cleaner foods tend to be a lot more money. So I'm not going to sit on here and tell somebody that you have to do clean, you have to buy organic, or you're not doing it right. That's not how it is. We're just trying to do, you know, we're trying to improve our health. And yes, it would be best to do it with clean as much as you could, but the goal is trying to, you know, improve ourselves and get to that ketogenic state. There was a video that I recommended on day 3 of my diary series. It was by Dr. Sten Ekberg. If you ever looked at any of his videos where he talks extensively about keto and stuff, he does a fantastic job. I mean, he has like whiteboards and he lists out tons of stuff, and he goes through it very methodically, and he makes all the arguments for clean and, you know, why it's better and all these other things. But what he kept saying, and I want to say he said it like several times throughout the video, is that it is near impossible to do clean keto all the time. And that was very reassuring to me, because I realized that the very first time I went into my first journey into keto, that, you know, it's very hard to just do everything 100% perfect. And that's why I get irritated by, you know, the people that, you know, the keto police, that they're telling you that you need to do it this way. So for me, I do the absolute best I can. I think that's what all of us should do. You know, we should aim for clean, and if we get mostly there, heck, that's good. And then on some days, you know, when you're out traveling and the only thing you can get is, you know, 2 burgers, you know, from a restaurant and pull the buns off, you know, maybe try to stay away from the one restaurant that makes burgers, but, you know, go for a higher quality one. But by the time you do all that, you might end up spending more than you'd like. So, you know, you'll know what to do as you get through it. It's really that simple. It's not that hard. Just, you know, understand that you can do both. And you may even go check out some of those other ones like Lazy and so forth and say, this is going to work for me for this point in my ketogenic journey. All right, that's it for our topic today. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope this gives you a better understanding of clean versus dirty keto. Please take time to like and subscribe so you can keto with me. Also, you can leave comments or questions down below. Just remember, none of us are perfect. Be a coach, not a critic, and take care, folks.